Here I am. I got wait, what is that? Hello, everybody. I am live. Welcome to Sybil Harmony answering your political questions. And we have people coming in. Hi, Gail. We're here. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, C. Deemer. Happy Saturday. Yeah. There's an extra picture up here of me, so I'm going to make that go away because I don't know why there's two pictures of me. Oh no, we need to go back. Now I can't see your questions, so I'm going to go back. Let me click that again and see what happens. No. Are we? No. Okay, let me go back. I may have to go out and come back. Not sure what's happening here. I'm having adding me to the stage. I don't know why there's two of me. There's two frames. I hope everybody's in the same room. Okay, sorry about technical difficulties. It's Mercury retrograde, right? Okay, so how's everybody doing? We're going to answer your political questions. I swear, I looked at my clock in the other room and it said I had 20 minutes and I already set everything up to go. And then I got in here and it said I was 3 minutes late. I'm like, what? The time is just crazy on my clocks in the other room. And I knew that. That's why I give myself extra time. Okay. Hi. Love you. Thanks for doing this. Do I see JD being pardoned by the orange one? No, what's he going to be pardoned for? Which crime? Any crime? um, I that's what I wanted to see. Let me put your questions up there. There's so many questions coming. Do I see JD pardoning? Oh, pardoning the orange one. Okay, let's have a look. All right, let's just get the cards here and my crystals. I usually read with my lapis crystals with me. Okay. So when I look psychically, will JD pardon the orange one? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he doesn't want to, but he's just kind of, I see him sitting there writing the pardon going like, yeah, I had to do that. Okay. Like it just has to be done. It's not like he really wants to help him or has, well, my phone is making noises. I apologize for that. Well, I bring it in case I have to look something up of a question somebody asked me. So sorry about that. I definitely see JD pardoning the orange one. And I saw somebody else's question here. Do you think Trump is done? Definitely. Definitely. I feel like when I looked at him psychically this morning, I saw him with a tie, his tie, like hanging himself, going, ah. Now, interesting, I wanted to make a video like who killed Epstein? Like, who would have a motive? Would it be people in high places, like from Israel? And did Barr know about it? And Kankles, So this is not even to the general public. I mean, I saw that when it happened. I'm like, he didn't kill himself. This is sex trafficking, pedophile, rape of children, and murder. Murder and, what else would that be called? Abuse of power. bribery. Yeah. So this is not, and me and a lot of other psychics saw, I don't know if they saw the murder. I saw the murder when it happened. I'm like, he did not kill himself. Okay. And yeah, so he has basically hung himself, and with his own, by his own, metaphorically. I'm not saying that he's physically going to commit Harry Carey, the president, but he created this. He also did, he ruined the economy with the tariffs. And now, and lying and saying it's not ruined with people, it's like you can tell if stuff costs more. I mean, people like, what is, oh, let me get my microphone. Can you all hear me okay? I didn't have my microphone on. I hope you can hear me. God, this Mercury retrograde, I should know. That's why I was coming 20 minutes early. I look small. Oh, you're probably looking at me in this one. Well, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what happened. Hide vertical? Okay, I'm going to hide the vertical. Then let's see if this helps. If we get disconnected, I'll have to do another thing and jump back on. So hide the vertical. There. Do I look bigger now? Yes. Sound is fine. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have like producers and people here helping me. I don't even have a, what you call it, if there's a troll that comes in. For some reason, I don't get a lot of trolls because I don't let them push my buttons. So sometimes somebody says something that's weird, but okay. So, yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Thank you, Gail. Okay. So is he done? Yeah, and they're already starting to roll back, lessen some of the tariffs because he's finally understood that he is really disliked by the American people with the no kings, the parades. Even if they're hiding the polls or telling him the polls are fake, he wants to believe they're fake. Nobody's telling him the truth, but his political career is ruined. The only way he can stay in power or not get his clock cleaned in the midterms and impeached is if he has a health issue before then, or if he cheats. And even if he tries to cheat, the people who voted for him are leaving in droves too. I mean, it's just, yeah. All right. Okay. Did you have a question, Gail? Because I know you were on here waiting for me at 10 o'clock. I don't see a question from you. Okay. So is he done? I don't know when he will leave, but I feel like he created this Epstein, he put it out there, got everybody all worked up about it, and now it's coming back to destroy him. Also the tariffs, he created the tariffs, and that's coming back to destroy him. Let's see. I only see you in a small photo. What? Yeah, there's something with the frame. Show vertical. No, I don't want to do the vertical. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Why the, yeah, I do. I think when I set it up, but I don't want to go back and start trying to edit it now because, well, if I start trying to do, well, let me just try one thing here. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't want to start trying to edit it. Sorry, I'm only in a small screen. Someone says. but you can hear me. Okay. I'm very tiny. Huh. Let's see if I click on this. No. Jesus. Uh-oh. See, I better stop trying to click on stuff because then that's as big as I can make me right now. It's fine? Okay. Thank you. No, but you're still small, but that's okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the camera. I think I do, actually. I think I set it up wrong, but I don't know how to get back there and have everybody waiting while I try to figure it out. So I don't want to do that. So we're just sorry. We're just going to have to do it like this right now. Stream like it's on a phone or not a normal stream. Yeah. Yeah. I think I pushed the wrong button when I set it up. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? You're good. Thank you, Gail. It's fine. Thank you, Connie. My screen is good on my computer. Okay, here's a question. Will he really lose control in madman moment? Let's put this question up. I hope you can see the questions that I put up. Will he really lose control in a madman moment and harm citizens more than he's doing now, attack his country? Would our the military is starting to push back. I'm starting to see officers and certain groups saying you don't have to follow illegal orders. He already is really hurting people. Have you seen the pushback with moms and pastors, all denominations of pastors in Chicago? Yeah. So let's look and ask, though, is he going to, let's look for the rest of the month of November. Is he going to get worse? How's he going to do? Let's look, how's he going to do in November? Yeah, we'll look at the tariffs in a minute. Okay, let's look at one thing at a time. How's he going to do in November? Because we have the vote coming out next week. We should read on that. Are the Republicans going to turn on him? And a lot more of them say that the Epstein files need to come out because they've been starting to turn on him. Okay, so because the people are turning on him. Massey said, Congressman Massey was one of the first Republicans to join the Democrats to say the Epstein files should be released, said Kankles is going to be gone someday. But if you vote to conceal the Epstein files, that's going to be on your record forever. Your pedophile protector. Oh, whoops. So they're going to start to think. So how's he going to do in November? Let's look at Kankles for the rest of November. We're already in the middle. So the next 2 weeks, how's he going to be? Well, he's trying to get more popular. He's trying to do little things to help people financially. And most of the ideas he has are idiotic, like the 50-year mortgage, which would double the amount of interest you pay. The mortgage system is already rigged because of the interest that people pay. Or giving little checks or something, which I don't think he's going to be able to do and isn't going to. But he's looking at lowering the tariffs, trying to how he can help people a little bit because he knows he's unpopular, and he's going to be fighting back and trying to defend himself. So he hasn't given up yet. But this is about the people's money. It's also about the oligarch money. Oh, shoot. He's not going to be well. This is his future. I get a health issue coming up. Now, is he going to be hiding? Or let me look psychically. Is he going to be hiding? I feel like he's having health issues, like his blood pressure is through the roof. He's upset. He may have another, I see him on a gurney. He may be having a transfusion. I did a video earlier this week that I feel like he has some kind of machine. I don't know what it's called. If you're a nurse or a doctor, you could tell me, or if you've researched this, but there's some kind of device keeping his heart pumping already. So he's already, not doing well. So I feel like something's going to happen here in the next 2 weeks. He's dodging questions. Let me ask. Let me get. Let's look at a little bit more. People coming out with information against him. There's a lot of people in the administration turning on him, or what do you call drop a dime? What do you call leaking? Okay, sorry. I'm from another era that we used to call it. Okay, so abuse. The abuse will continue. This is really about the voters turning against him. Oh, yeah. He's going to try and force, even though he has some kind of health issue or he's hiding, he's going to try to force that he stay in power. So I don't think we're going to get rid of him in November. Not quite yet. Let me ask about this. Let me look at psychically. He's trying to hide things. He's hiding things. He won't answer certain questions. And I see a health issue. Now, whether we find out about that in the news or not, well, let's ask. Will we find out about another health issue? I mean, not just psychics or some random, not random, but, will news outfits start reporting on a health? Or social media is very powerful, actually. We shouldn't just depend on cable TV, because even though the news outlets are usually behind 6 months or so, or even a year or two, because I was reporting on his health issues and a lot of other psychics were, years before this happened. Yeah, calling MTG a traitor. Yeah. Yeah. The Republicans are turning on him. He's losing support. Even a lot of right-wing podcasters that I don't listen to because it's just too horrible. But I've heard through social media and such that he is losing support of social media and podcasters going, wait a minute, is he really, or gee, I guess, the economy isn't good. Sorry. Okay, let's look at how is his health in the next 2 weeks. How is his health in the next 2 weeks? He's going to be staying in Mar-a-Lago more. I feel like he's not going to be traveling. All right, he's going to be hiding more. I feel like I feel like he'll have a procedure, but we won't really know about it. Yeah. It's mostly about the legal stuff coming out. Okay, so he's going to be hiding, not wanting to answer certain questions. Let's look at the vote. Even though I do see blood pressure going up, and more medical care. Okay. But it's kind of like he's pulling back. It's like not doing a broadcast every day from the wherever, not answering certain questions. He told a reporter to shut up when she said, well, if you're going to invest the Democrats for Epstein, why don't you, and you're innocent, why don't you just release the files and put an end to this? And he told her to shut up. So he's not going to be answering some questions. Yeah, okay. So let's look at will the Epstein vote pass next week to release? I mean, they're going to be released anyway. And then it has to go to the Senate, and then it's going to go to him, and he's not going to release it. But that's going to make him look really bad. And it's also all these Congress and Senate looking at, or House and Senate looking, everybody can see how they voted. Are you a pedophile protector? So, I mean, this is pretty bad. He's a fake president. Yeah, he's criminally insane. That's what, and he's gotten worse. He's a pedophile. I believe he's a murderer, and people aren't really saying that, but I mean, come on. I don't think he snuck in the cell and killed him, but everybody wanted to shut this guy up. Israel or Barr or somebody, he knew who was in office when he died. I mean, come on. They were already threatening. They were threatening because Epstein had the goods on him. That's why I said he's going to pardon Ghislaine, because she will drop a dime. Leak. No, that's not a leak. Yeah, she knows what's going on. The only reason she's still alive is because she has other people with the evidence on Kankles hidden somewhere, and she's told them, if anything happens to me, it will be released. That's the only reason she's still alive. Okay. Otherwise, she would have been snuffed out in prison, a couple years ago before this all came out. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. I'm looking at it psychically, so I saw it before it happened, but I think you guys get it. Russia got him elected, and Elon Musk got him elected with Starlink. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe he's legitimately elected, but they're unable to do that because everybody's watching now, and Elon is not helping him. So that's, yeah, okay. Let's look at the Epstein vote. Will the Congress, how much of Congress, I do believe they have the votes, but will it pass, and by how much? The vote next week. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure what day it is. How much will the Epstein file, Congress vote to release the Epstein files, and by how much? Yes. That's a jumper. It's a big yes. And, we can look at things psychically and talk to survivors and watch podcasts and stuff, but this has to be done legally in a court of law. Who voted for this and what is the evidence? And it has to be found in a court of law. Now they're saying that laws don't matter either, but we still have to have some framework of how we say, it'll be confirmed the victim known as Kate Jackson, cover her name, Orange Menace, raped her at 13 years old. You remind me? Yeah. Yeah. See that? Everybody? Yeah. I know he raped underage girls, but I also know he was trafficking and making money and really dirty and involved with foreign countries. I mean, and then a lot of these people mysteriously died, like Ivana. 2 weeks before she was good friends with Ghislaine, so she knew what was going on. 2 weeks before her non-disclosure agreement was ending, she mysteriously fell down the stairs. And about 6 months or so, or a year before that, he said, wouldn't it be a shame if she fell down the stairs? Oh. And then I think one of Epstein's old lawyers is dead. He was very old, but Virginia Giuffre. So a lot of people just, and then Epstein himself just turn up, dead around this whole thing. Huh. How is this girl? What's her name? Kate Johnson. We need to pray for her protection. Wow. She's the missing link. Why isn't this up on the news? Okay, I can't ask too many questions at once. I'm like, you know this, I know this, but mainstream media is still protecting him because they can't be, All right, so this is the vote that will bring everything to light. Manipulation. This is big. How is this going to go? The vote to bring everything to light and manipulation. Let me look at the house psychically before I go any further, because I like to look and see what I'm looking at on that day. Oh, Mike Johnson looks exhausted. It looks like it's going to the Democrats' side, to the release side. I feel like more Republicans will cave and vote for yes. Let's go on and look. So in the past, the victims have been left to their own devices and shut out. This can be a new beginning for our world because it's finally coming out. Oh, look at that. I think you're going to have a lot of Republicans voting yes, release. A lot. Yeah, Mike Johnson, I see him sprawled over his desk, leaning to the left like, oh, and all the votes going, yeah, they're going to release. They're going to release. Ooh-hoo. Oh, it's going to happen quickly. Then things will start moving ahead quickly because it's going to go right to the Senate. Or at least we get 8 votes. That could have been that card I saw, or is it the 8 of Wands? That could be that we have 8 Republicans. How many Republicans will vote? I see some of them, I don't want anything to do with this. I see at least 8 of them. And then it starts to move quickly. So let's look at the vote in the Senate. Are the Epstein files, is the Senate going to vote to release the Epstein files, really backing him in a corner? Is the Senate going to vote to release the Epstein files? Will the Senate vote to release the Epstein files? Let me look at John Thune, or Lurch. Sorry. Oh, I just heard a bird chirp. That's a yes. That's a yes. This is going to happen. Secrets are coming out. I've been reading on secrets. My guides are saying secrets are coming out. People are becoming more psychic and awake. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night. There were owls hooting, and I have one of my spirit guides is a wolf, and so I saw that, and I saw the wolf just telling me to listen to the owls. So we're all waking up our abilities. Now, I do this in my classes. I have an angel healing class I'm teaching December 6th, and it's only $44. It's a super fun Christmas class to manifest and connect with ascended masters and angels and heal yourself and open your abilities. So I'm going to be doing that. It's going to be really fun. And I also have a past life regression class coming up next Saturday. So I won't be on next Saturday, but you can join the class. Okay. Or if you can't afford that, I have the members every second and fourth Saturday on my channel, and it's only $15 to join, and we do guided meditation and healing and such. So Yeah. So did I pull cards? Sorry, I'm channeling, and sometimes it's hard for me to remember where I am. Let's look at the Senate. Yeah, I was looking at the Senate. What are you saying, John Thune? What are you doing? He's going to try to hold off. He's going to tell him we can't put this through. He's going to try to not make it go through. And there's a lot of anger. Whoo! There's a lot of anger. He might have to go ahead and do it. Is the Senate going to vote to release the Epstein files? They might take a vacation for holidays because I feel like they're not there and it's holiday time. They're not going to be in a hurry. Uh-oh. Yeah. I just got the World. This is the ending of him and a beginning of the new. This stuff is going to come out. Come on, what's it? Oh. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to not be there. They're like, we'll be back in the new year. I feel like they want to do it. They want to do it. The Democrats want to do it. The people want to do it. The energy is moving forward. Are they going to vote? Are they going to vote? They're going to delay. Are they going to, they're going to try to make them not vote. But it's going to come out anyway. Yeah, stay tuned. Sometimes looking at this stuff is like looking at a giant bowl of garbage rolling down the hill, and you're sort of like, which way is it going to go? But it's going to come out. Yeah. Why are they making the people on Snap reapply? Because they enjoy their sociopathic narcissist who enjoy making people suffer because they can feel like they're in power and control of everything. Okay? That's why. Anything they can do to destroy the American government because he wants it to be Kankles, not America. He wants it to be his country and he's in control, but he's leaving. So, but the people behind him they want to be in control too. So yeah, it's disgusting. But let me go back to the other question. Is the information on the Epstein files going to come out? More pictures are going to come out. All right, let's ask 3 cards. Are the pictures going to come out? Yeah. Pictures of Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, pictures of him abusing. 3 cards. Are the Epstein files going to come out? Is the information going to come out whether they vote on it or not? Is the information going to come out? They're going to keep trying to hide it. We're never going to know everything. The Democrats are bringing a lot out. They're going to try to figure out a way to get out of this. And there's still, we'll never really know everything, like about his death and such. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions here? Do I see Michael Wolff leaking the photos? Will Michael Wolff leak the photos? Yeah. I think he does. And some people like Michael Wolff. Some people don't. I'm not neither here nor there. I just think he's a valuable source of information. Yeah. Yeah. The photos, the abusive photos will come out to the people and they will be leaked. Yeah. So this is coming out anyway, whether Congress votes on it or Senate votes on it or not. They're going to lean on the Senate. Will Melania leave him? Hi, Australia. I love that dog. Okay. Will Melania leave him? In many ways, she's not really there anyway. It's just an agreement. It's a business agreement. I feel like he does have feelings for her. Is it love? Can he feel love? It's I want to control you and I want to own your body, but I don't know if it's love. I feel like she just has disdain for him. I'm going to be doing a live where I'm answering from 12 o'clock Pacific time, where I'm answering personal questions, and we're going to do some healing today. So come back at 12 if you'd like to watch me work and answer people's questions. And okay, so let's see. Will Melania leave him? Yeah, let's look at December. Will the fake his own demise so he can't be prosecuted? Could. I don't know if he'll. Okay, well, let's look at Melania. Are you going to leave him? In many ways, she's already left. The door, like she's walked out the door. The door is left cracked open, so she's not completely done with him. There's some type of agreement, but she has no feelings of lust or attraction or love or friendship towards him. They are a lot alike. They're both really slimy and dastardly. I feel like she's getting her needs met other places with other men. They're like working partners. So but in many ways she's already left. But let's say, will she get a divorce? Not yet. I feel like not yet because there's too much going on and he's not going to be here that much longer anyway. It's a fake marriage. It's not really a real marriage. She may make some announcement at some point that she's after he is impeached or somehow out of office. She may make an announcement before he dies. But like I said, she was never really there anyway. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's not really a relationship or a marriage to leave. I mean, how do you leave somebody when you're not really there anyway? Okay, so somebody's saying Michael Wolff doesn't have the photos? Okay. Oh, someone says my healing videos are helpful. Yeah, I did one on healing your liver, and that's coming out this week, and also healing sleep apnea. So join me, and we'll do a healing at 12 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock Eastern time. about an hour and 15 minutes from now. So we'll be doing personal questions and healings. You can also book a private appointment with me. I have openings for Christmas time and for New Year's. I might have a couple spaces in November. I'm not sure. If you have, like, if you want to get a healing package or a mentoring package, I'm here for that too. I heard that what's this? I heard that the Orange Menace is an evolved soul, and his life contract was instrumental in bringing all the institutional problems to the surface. If this is accurate, now can they currently be, then how can it be currently explained? Oh, well, our country and our world has been out of balance for a long time and corrupt. There's been a lot of corruption, big corporations taking over, teaching people how to think about, it's better to have stuff or money. It doesn't matter how you get success. I feel like a lot of young men particularly have been damaged by this, because if the message is, if you want to be successful, that's the most important thing. It isn't about who you are, your ethics, or valuing people, or having a country where we take care of you and support each other, and that where we're ethical and honest. It's about scamming and getting over. And that's what this president has taught people. He is the result of all of that toxicity accumulating. So they started in the 60s when we got civil rights and our country was starting to do better, and we have affirmative action. We have, a lot of good programs in place from the civil rights movement, stopping the war. What happened on these souls that are really dark and want to control things and have a lot of money started building this propaganda system. This has been built up over a long time. And Cankles is the physical result of that. It's also the spiritual result of a planet and a country, mostly our country, being out of balance and not connected with our values of what matters. Like a lot of European, like, look at who has free healthcare, Medicare for all. Norway, Germany, Canada. A lot of countries take care of their people, or they have better healthcare systems. We have huge billion-dollar insurance and pharmaceutical industries, and we have the worst health care and the worst health of any country, any not incorporate, any country. I'm channeling, so it's hard for me to find the word sometimes, of any evolved or country, not a third world country. Okay, that's our healthcare system. We make products that are like, I had a refrigerator when I first bought a refrigerator in 2000 that lasted for 20 years. Now they last 5 years. They make things to break. It's all corrupt. And he is the result, spiritually and physically, in the physical financial world and the spiritual world, of all this corruption. When you get, and then the poor, that's why they take away the health benefits and the SNAP benefits. When you make people poor and desperate, then they will turn to things like, be an ICE officer, be hateful, blame the immigrants. Look at, our borders are basically shut down, and the economy is worse than it was before. They told us, if you get rid of the immigrants, you're going to be doing great. You're going to have jobs. The jobs market has not been this bad in 22 years. So all of the stuff they said that they programmed people with is wrong, and people are going to wake up. So this is actually, he is the destroyer that came in to destroy us so that we could wake up, because we weren't listening before that to our better angels as a country. So this is the awakening now that we've created, and it isn't the end of the world. There's been other worlds here that have ended, if you believe in Atlantis or Lemuria, and it's not in our history books, and that's kind of a whole other spiritual videos. But our world is not ending, but it is ending the way that it was. The way that it was is not sustainable and cannot go on. And he is the result of all of that. And it is not your fault. You came here is more high. If you're watching this, you either woke up, you changed sides because you're seeing this, or you came here and you knew that what he was saying was wrong. I knew the day he was elected in 2016, this is really going to be bad. I knew it. And so whether you woke up recently or you knew all along he was not going to be, this was going to happen. This is the result. And there's some videos out, the Hopi prophecy, that foretell of the time of the ending of this world, which is not a physical ending where other worlds ended, and it's in the Bible in floods or, fires or whatever. So this is the ending of all of this and the beginning of a new. And how we want to create the new is up to us. It's up to the people, because this is the time of Aquarius. Okay, so enough of my preaching on that. And I did want to say that healthcare, universal healthcare, will stop a lot of this grift. Yeah, that's the answer. And when we come to that, however long it takes, maybe 2, 3, 4 years, what's going to happen is they are going to lose the Republicans because of healthcare. They have no healthcare plan. You can't just say, I'll give you a check for $2,000 when you're spending $2,000 a month. What is that going to get you? Or go directly to the doctor and be your own promoter or something? People have jobs and families. They can't spend their whole life trying to figure out how to pay. Like, you go to have a heart attack, you go to the hospital and go, well, I got my $2,000 check. Who's going to give me the best deal on this? I mean, it's insanity. So they are going to lose. And the Democrats were right to put this up, even though it forced a painful shutdown, to put this up to get people's attention. Here's what they're doing to your health care. Because if you don't have your health, you don't forget about anything else. If you're not alive, what is, So, I mean, on a physical level, your health is everything. They are taking away health care, and they have no plan, and they will come up with no plan. They have no plan. So people will wake up when they see their they did already from this shutdown, and they will when they see their bills coming in January or whatever. I mean, God help us. Will something happen in between now and then? I don't know. That maybe in the midterms we'll start passing things. Let's just ask, is there going to be any improvement on healthcare between now and the midterms? Is there going to be any? Because this is what, you can cheat all you want, but if you take away hospitals and people's, and I'm not trying to scare people. I'm saying, take a breath, take good care of your health, see what you can do for yourself. But let's ask, will there be any remedies to healthcare? Will the Republicans back off and give the subsidies? Will the Republicans vote to give the subsidies in January? Let's ask that. Will the Republicans vote to give the subsidies to Obamacare? Because now we got Trump care, which is nothing. That's what they want. But will they change their minds and vote to increase the subsidies in January? Let me look at the Senate. No, that doesn't look. Let me look at the House. I feel like the House might. Okay. Let me do the cards again. One, will the Republicans vote Will we have the subsidies for Obamacare? Oh boy. Sorry, I'm not trying to scare people. And take really good care of yourself. You might, you'll get lucky. You'll find something. He's a demon, yeah. Yes, okay, they're going to have to do something. Okay. Okay, if they're going to try to do something, okay? Sorry to scare people. I'm just like I'm very positive, but I'm not a Pollyanna. I'm not like, oh, everything's love and light. It's great. I mean, you have to look at the facts. We live in a physical world, and yeah, they're going to do something. Okay. Okay. They're going to do something to bring back what was. Now, is this healthcare good? Is it really that good? It's not. It's way more expensive than any other country. Drug prices are through the roof, and we're still the sickest people. Like in Canada or Germany, Norway, I think there are other countries too. You have an accident or you get cancer, you go to the hospital. When you come out, you know what your bill is? Nothing. Here, you're bankrupt. Health insurance has always been a scam. Yeah, so they're going to have to do something, okay? Because this can't. Well, will Kankles put it through? God help us if he's still there. Will Kankles? I feel like he's going to be doing things to try to make things better because he knows he's so hated. I mean, if he would have had a good economy, a lot of this Epstein stuff wouldn't have come out. I mean, he's really stupid. If he would have, then people would be like, okay, but at least they wouldn't be paying so much. When they can't even afford to buy groceries or pay their health insurance, people are like, what's going on? And they start looking like blaming him. Okay. Yeah. What happened to drug costs? Yeah. That's what he said. He just makes these promises. Drug costs down, 50-year mortgage, checks to everybody, sending he's lost his mind. He just says stuff and then he changes it every 5 minutes. Unless it's hurting people, Stephen Miller and Russ Vought are really running the government, what they tell them to do. Okay. And they're financial people behind them. Okay. Yeah. What happened to the drug costs? Okay. Will Kankles agree to some, the subsidies? Because he has to sign it into law. Will Kankles agree to subsidies? Or if Vance is in there, will he sign that the subsidies can continue? Which still isn't that great. We need to realize that it's just really not good. Yeah, the Democrats are going to come in after it passes. He might try to change something. I don't know. Yeah. Because he doesn't want it to be called Obamacare, but then it should be called Trump care. Yeah, this is not that. I mean, we are going to demand, we're going to have some type of health care, and the people have to demand this. We need to keep talking about it. Yeah. And I don't want you to, will he fake his own demise? I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to live in the world that I live in of possibilities. And everywhere I walk in the hills around here, I keep seeing little flowers in like a whole field of dead grass. There'd be like one flower. That's a sign there are miracles coming. Miracles are coming. And I know that doesn't really make people feel secure when we're going through this. But this is where the Republicans brought us. And if you are maybe staying up a little late or eating some junk food or not exercising or not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you really need to start taking care of your health more, because that matters. And I do videos on health and healing too. I know that doesn't take the place of medical care, but let's ask, will he fake his own demise? Yeah. He could. He could. So there's a lot of possibilities. It's hard to tell what he's going to do because he changes his mind every 2 minutes. A manipulation, moving forward, and hiding. That could happen. Okay, that could happen. All right. I'm going to answer one more. I'm sorry, Memphis. That you don't feel. What's the governor's name? The governor is stupid. I'm sorry. Will the governor, because he's losing losing popularity, will the governor? I don't know who the name of the governor is. What's the name? Oh, let me Google that. Let me ask my phone. Who's the governor of Tennessee? Bill Lee. Oh, God. Are you going to continue to back Kankles? I feel like he's going to be leaving office. I feel like he's going to. I feel like he won't continue to back him. At some point, he's going to walk away from him and possibly leave office. Let's both. Are you going to continue to back Kankles? He may. I feel like he may, but he leaves office. Now, if you don't feel safe, I want you to stay in prayer. Okay? Hello, puppy. Yeah, my doggy. Stay in prayer. Breathe. We're going to get through this. Sometimes even, you got to look at it. It's perspective and choice. You got to look at, so ask your guides, your higher self, or intend or set affirmations. My health is good. We have a good health insurance. And so not only do we need to vote and message people, call your senators, call your, especially in Republican states, post on social media, keep supporting shows like mine. We need to do all the physical things, donate, knock on doors to get us winning, okay? But we also need to take care of ourselves spiritually. And you can ask for help from your spirit guides, your deceased loved ones, your angels. You have spirit guides, you have angels. But if you don't ask them, they can't help you. And this is a wake-up call to, all hands on deck, and to do everything you can. Breathe. I have breathing videos. Breathe, relax. Know that you're going to be okay, because if you start getting all afraid and worrying about what about this, what about that, well, your nervous system goes haywire. Your blood pressure is up, and you got to just let's breathe, get grounded and relaxed. We're going to get through this. We're going to do this, and it is going to be okay. Our country is going to be a much better country because of this. So breathe. You know, after watching this, I hope that you watch my other video and get the healing and that. But also, if you can't do that, I hope you make time to go for a walk and enjoy nature, or paint a picture, or read a spiritual book, or listen to music, or exercise. Breathe and relax. We're still going to have our lives. You know, it doesn't mean that because we're going through this that you should just don't be stressed out, okay? I don't want you to pray and meditate. Yes, prayer and meditation are the foundations of a spiritual life. I pray every morning and I thank every night. And practice gratitude. Even if things don't seem good, change your perspective. Because when you turn to gratitude, doesn't mean what they're doing is okay, but what you have your basic needs met. Your health is okay-ish or okay. We have hope for the future. We can breathe. You know, whatever it is, the sun comes up every morning. Practice gratitude, because gratitude will help open doors for more good things coming in. And we need your positive energy. We need you here being a part of this movement to take back our country and take back the world, because we are going to a better place. And I want you to be here when we get to it. So don't get all stressed out over this stuff. Everything that I read, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I read, because the energy changes so fast, could change. It could change. You know, I'm not always right, but I am right about this. We are going to a good place, and we need to take really good care. Love yourself and breathe, and let's affirm all is well. In this moment, all is well. And we are creating beautiful new beginnings for ourselves in this country, wonderful health care, and we will be rejoicing. I'm sorry to say, I don't want to say rejoice someone's death, but either way, he will leave and we will have a huge party because him and his policies and this hatred and violence are not what we're going to be about here anymore. This is a new beginning for us as people, for our generations to come, and for the world. Thank you all, and I hope to see you in an hour, or less than an hour now, hopefully on a bigger screen. All right, take care. Yes, we have 2026 is not far away. That's right. Sending you love. Bye for now. Thanks for joining. Oh, and check and make sure if you're subscribed. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, it really supports me and I really appreciate that. Like this video and share it. 11:11. I'm watching, yeah.